So, Clive, tell us a little about how you got involved with Habitat in the first place.
Well, two things, and to keep it brief, is one, Millard Fuller was looking for volunteers to go to Africa, and I was the only person he could come up with. So we had a long conversation that took 2 years before I went to Africa, but in the process we developed a partnership providing housing in Americus, Georgia, and I was the head of the selection committee for Koinonia at that point. And the other part of it was that I was teaching school at the time, and a little girl one day asked me why we have to learn this old stuff anyway. Now I had 7th and 8th graders, and not a single one could read their own name. So I said to her, if you get an education, you'll have a better life. And she came back at me and said, yeah, that's what they told my mama. So I went to see the mama that night, found them living in a house with literally no doors, no windows, no running water, no electricity, and no hope. And I went back to Millard and said, the deal's done. I'll join you and I'll reach kids at a better level in their lives. And my start date with Habitat, memorable because it was April 1st, 1977, and I like to tell people I was just the first fool to come along.
So how many houses or how many projects do you think you've been involved with since then?
Well, you know what? I don't count things that I don't think are important. So the number of houses I've worked on or the number of places I've been are not important to me. What's important is that now we have now housed well over 2 million families around the world. And that's a number I think everybody in every affiliate, in every place, every partner, every homeowner, every volunteer, every donor, we should all claim that number, because without what we've done locally, it wouldn't count for that.
That's great. What are some of the most powerful or one of the most powerful things you've seen in all of you doing this?
I went to Uganda some years ago. I actually carry pictures of the family I worked with in my pocket. But Idi Amin had destroyed that country. And I just heard a donor, a homeowner phrase this very well recently when she said, as I built my house, I built myself. And that really applies to what happened there in Uganda. As I built together with these simple, very poor people, they didn't have shoes, the woman owned one dress, the man owned one little pair of shorts and a sweater, and we worked together every day along with a crew. And as we built that house, we built hope. We actually finished another house which was smaller nearby before we finished the first one that we started working on. And when we finished that 2-room house, people began to come to that house, coming miles out of their way, blind and hobbled, crippled, the old Bible says, and all kinds of difficulties, and they would come there and just sit and wait for me to come and talk to them. And they knew I couldn't heal their illnesses. They just wanted to hear what was this thing. They were coming to this light of hope. And it was very powerful for me, as well as for them, to believe that together we could build our way out of this problem. And when we finished that little 2-room house, somebody told me something that really still surprises me to this day. They said, you just built the first permanent structure built in Uganda in a decade.
Wow. So what are you up to these days?
These days I am retired. I live in Guatemala. I have a large adopted family down there with 13 children under the age of 14. They are 2 generations. My boys are 4, and then they have their little nieces and nephews. But I'm basically papa to all of them. I also build with many global village teams that come there. I come up here to the States between 4 and 6 months out of each year, not all together at one time, but to do this kind of thing, visiting and speaking, promoting Habitat, raising a lot of money with affiliates that have me speak at different events. And I'm also a bird watcher, so I do trips with groups that come to Guatemala and take them out to see birds. And as if that weren't enough, there's an education program in my town, and I have church friends that support that, so I coordinate trips for them to come and learn more about that as well.
What's your favorite bird?
My favorite bird these days is the quetzal, which is the Guatemalan national bird, and I'll show you it on a bill if you like to see it.
I'd love to see it.
Takes just a second. It is this beautiful long-tailed bird that's shown on the money here.
Oh my gosh, It is beautiful.
It's a stunning creature to see.
Do you see them often?
No, well, I do, but you have to go places to see them. They're not an ordinary, everyday bird. But I know a place to go that's very, almost guaranteed to see them. So I take friends there for that.
So if somebody were to watch this that knew very little about Habitat, what would you tell them to kind of get them off their fence proverbially and join us in our work?
Yesterday I did groundbreaking at a veterans home build over in Hudson, Colorado. And of course there was a lot of discussion of homeland security, and I broke that word down for people. And I said home and land equals security. That is the most powerful thing we can do for our country, and that is the most powerful thing we can do for other countries, is to help house people decently, give them land and make sure they're secure, and we can then forget some of these wars that we get involved in.
That's right. What's next?
What's next is to continue doing this. I just turned 70. I spoke with Millard Fuller's widow, Linda, the other day, and I told her Millard is haunting my dreams. And I've decided what it was that I told people I would slow down at 70. And as I was approaching 70, Millard started showing up in any dream I had. And it's like, really, Millard again? And I figured out what he was doing, or my mind was doing, was saying to me, you can't stop. Because Millard told me that over and over again. You will have to tell the stories long after I'm gone, and you will have to continue. You'll never be able to put your hammer down until the job is done. So the job isn't done yet, and I'll continue. I was with President Carter recently, and he also said at 91, going on 92, as long as God allows me to raise the hammer, I'll be helping Habitat for Humanity. So there you are.